Volunteers are working around the clock, making sure that all the victims get all the help they need.
Yeah, WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinseth is live at Beach Church with the details. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning. That's right. There are a couple families actually here asleep right now, but this morning at 10 o'clock, that's when everyone who is affected needs to come to Beach Church.
Yes. Today we will begin our client casework, and that's very important that each family who has been affected comes to meet with the Red Cross volunteers, develop a recovery plan, look at what the referrals are, the resources, and what they need individually to get them back to their pre-disaster condition as quickly as possible. That's a key to being healthy again.
Right. Obviously, when you're left with nothing, you kind of don't know what your next step is, and that's where you guys come in.
Yes, our volunteers are trained in this sort of situation, and they're very good at helping you determine what's going to be best for you. Everyone's plan is different based on their needs.
Right. So you work with everybody. There will also be mental health counselors here and health care and whatnot, so people can receive help.
Yes.
In those ways as well. And it's just been amazing, the outpouring of the community. People have been dropping off items at several locations. We have those listed on our website, CarolinaLive.com. Across the street at the Sports Complex, they're also taking items in as well, which is convenient because people can stop by there and see what they need.
Yes, that's almost a one-shop place. It's very nice that they're taking in furniture, they're taking in household items, clothing, personal hygiene items, all that sort of things that can be needed down the road for these families. So to be able to come here, get their needs, that's one step towards recovery. So that's wonderful.
That's good. And what also is wonderful, I think, is that most of these people have friends or family or somebody that they're staying with because they're not in the shelter right now. But they do need to know to head over here at 10 o'clock. And that'll be going on all day then?
Yes, that'll happen all day. And then for those families who aren't able to get here today, which we hope they will get here as soon as possible, they can call the Red Cross office.
Okay. All right. Great, guys.
All right, Amanda, thanks a lot. And the Red Cross can only accept monetary donations. And just to reiterate some of the things that the organizations and stores are collecting: clothing, toiletries, very important stuff, and household items.
Yeah, there's also fundraisers set up already. There's a few of them. We have all of this information up on your website, CarolinaLive.com.
Those fire victims are being helped by the American Red Cross here at Beach Church, which is where the shelter is. And people at home may be wondering how they can help. Well, for example, they need personal hygiene items. We'll tell you details about where you can drop those items off coming up.
American Red Cross is helping out victims, and volunteers have opened up a shelter to help them.
Starting this morning, fire victims can meet with caseworkers who can assist them. WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinseth is live at Beach Church in Myrtle Beach with the details. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, that's right. The Red Cross is accepting money, and you can go to their website to do that. But people throughout the community are accepting items. There's been just an outpouring of people at home wanting to help. Nicole is one of those people. You guys are hosting a benefit tonight to collect items.
Right, at Ron John's tonight at 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. We have a $7 a plate for ziti, for adults, $5 for children. We're also doing a 50-50 drawing. Half the money will go to the person that wins, and then also 50% of it will go to the families. We also have a silent auction.
That's great. And you're also collecting items. And look down here, I brought in some examples that I'm going to get to you. And we brought in some examples of some of the stuff you can buy. Personal hygiene items, shampoo, toothbrushes. Just think about stuff that you use on a daily basis that you don't have. Books. You brought in some books. What a good idea, because there's, families and children involved in this. And, there are pets too, so I brought in some dog food and some cat food. Just anything that you can think of, you can drop off at Ron John's tonight, the Sports Complex across the street. Real quick, I want to mention, you did this for a certain reason. What made you decide to host this event?
Well, in 1988, I lost my house to a house fire and my two cats. So it's close to my heart. And the response from the community, I started this, but it's been the community that has really stepped up. Ron John's, even when I put the word out, Ron John's was so packed with stuff last night that we actually had to move it over to the sports mall.
I think that's great, and I think it's great you're doing this because you remember exactly how it felt when you were left with nothing, and it's great that the community is trying to help out too. Guys?
All right, Amanda, thanks. And it's important to note the Red Cross can only accept monetary donations, but it's amazing what these items can mean because you lose everything you own is gone.
It's gone. Cars, pets, like we've mentioned, so many things that are important to your livelihood. And also there's been so many fundraisers set up already for fire victims. So if you want to help out, we have a growing list on your website, carolinalive.com. Volunteers and first responders are working tirelessly to make sure victims displaced by the fire are getting help.
Yeah, WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinseth is live at Beach Church in Myrtle Beach with the owner of one area business who's raising money for the victims.
That's right, and we just talked to her last time, and she is hosting a benefit tonight at Ron John starting at 5 o'clock. They're selling ZD plates for $7. That money will go towards the fire victims. They're also collecting items, as well as the Exports Complex, which will be open for a couple weeks for victims to go by and pick up whatever items they need.
And that works out really well for us today because our service center being right here, our shelter and be able to see clients at 10 a.m. and then after that, people can go over there if they can need. We give everyone a comfort kit, and a comfort kit lasts only maybe a day or two. And from what I understand, they've collected other personal hygiene items and so on, so people can go there and get additional ones. Or if they need them, they can have another comfort kit when they're here with us.
Yeah, sure. And these are the comfort kits down here, and you can kind of see. I mean, it's the personal hygiene items that you'll need, right, when you,
yes.
Obviously when you're left with nothing. Now, something very important we want to get out there is anybody who is a fire victim, they need to come by Beach Church today. Now, they're anticipating having to go somewhere, but you guys didn't know where this location would be until yesterday. So, anyone involved in the fire, anyone who knows somebody, make sure they know about Beach Church.
Absolutely. We'll begin our client casework today, and we'll have our mental health folks here, our health services, our recovery planners, everything that will help them on that road to recovery, that
right.
first step.
Yeah, because you probably need some guidance. You're left, you don't know what to do, and that's where the American Red Cross comes in. So starting at 10 o'clock this morning, fire victims head on over to Beach Church, which is by the old Hard Rock Park, wrap around to the back, or in the kids section. Guys?
All right, Amanda, thanks for being out there this morning. Other organizations and stores are collecting clothing, toiletries, and household items. The Red Cross can only accept monetary donations.
And if you want to help, just head to your website, carolinalive.com.
And volunteers from across the Grand Strand are stepping up to help a community left displaced after the fire, making sure they get the help they need.
WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinseth is live at Beach Church in Myrtle Beach with details.
That's right. I'm here with Nanci from the Red Cross. And the Red Cross, obviously, you've been helping them every step of the way. Today at 10, you need everybody to come to the Beach Church, and that's when they can start their plan of attack and what they do next with you guys.
Right. We'll begin to develop the recovery plans and what the next step and how they kind of bring their life back to pre-disaster condition as quickly as possible.
That's right. And people who want to help, go to carolinalive.com. You can drop off several items, and everybody needs your help. So, guys, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, you can see the items there. Anything can make a difference. The Red Cross only can accept monetary donations, though.
That's right. Other organizations are accepting those items. We have a list of where you can drop off items or attend a fundraiser on your website, carolinalive.com.